I'm looking at your statistics, 5.1 yards per carry for your career so far. And you look at the all-time list. I mean, Jim Brown is 5.2 yards a carry. And then you're right there with Nick Chubb and Aaron Jones as far as guys in the game now. When you look at wanting to be the best, what is it you think you have to get better at to be the best?
Uh, well, being consistent, being more consistent. And I'm gonna be honest, opportunities. I'll just say it simple like that. I need to be more consistent, but I need opportunities.
You need more opportunities.
So,
Okay, Miles, you asked for it and you got it. Opportunities. Opportunities. The question is now, are you going to get that contract? So we're going to have to talk to Howie Roseman. What are we doing here? Because Miles look legit, y'all. Yo, that.
A-G-L-E-S.
Eagles! Eagles!
Say fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Yo, that man, you know who it is, you know what it is. Your boy, Fully Fresh, a.k.a. the General Hill Report for Duty. Listen, if you have not done it, I appreciate it in advance. If you hit that sub button, that's right down there it go. Yes, and also, it's a bell next to it to let you know when I put up all this flavor, man. And it's been a lot of flavor coming through, man, seriously. We're going to start going live a lot more. You already know how we do. And, damn, but there's a like button that you can hit for your boy. Push the algorithm out there. More people get to see the merch, and hopefully one day I'll be able to quit my job because y'all just been buying it up. Y'all really have. And y'all gotta shout y'all out, man. Y'all really been showing your boy love. Fresh fact of the day is I'm going to let the picture talk. So when you look at it, Deuce Staley took care of him. It's so many situations that we have with just old players, and every old players, old coaches, every game that we had is some history. So you got Deuce Staley knocked him off, Jalen Reagor knocked him off, Carson Wentz did the thing to him, Doug Peterson, love you, but had to go. Now we knock on Zach Ertz's door, and we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that in the next couple days. I got a lot coming up. I want to do a power, not a power ranking, but I want to do like every quarter. If y'all followed the page last year, I did every quarter of the season. We just go over the 4 games, you know what I mean, and we rank every position, damn near every position. So we're gonna go through that. I'll probably go live, and I'm gonna need your help on that. You know what I mean? So that's the fresh fact of the day is. Now you look at it, the situation with Miles Sanders. He said just need opportunities. Now I thought that he was getting the opportunities last year, but never like what he has been getting now. I mean, when you look at his stats, man, I mean, he's six in attempts in the league, 72 attempts, 356 yards. So he has a chance to get to 1,000. He has a chance to get to 1,000. Like when you look at it, I mean, the last game he just went off. He's averaging 4.9 a carry. You know what I mean? That really balances out the 5 yards a carry. We know how he get down. Third, 3 touchdowns. That's tied 4th, but the yards he's tied 3rd. So he's 6 in attempts, but he's 3rd in yards. What does that tell you? That tells you to defeat this man, number 1. And number 2, this offensive line has been dominant. I mean, when you look at the ranking, a lot of people had him ranked number 2. I think they got Cleveland up there. They got Tampa. They got a couple teams up there. And I understand. Even Detroit, who we played and really couldn't get after Matt Stafford. And I understand why. They got a heck of an offensive line. But I do think this is the best offensive line in football. you do know, or who doesn't, I'm going to tell you now. We went up there, well, they came here, Jaguars, and they was the number one rank. Number one rank. They wasn't letting people get over like 60 yards. And you put up damn near 200 on them. Some of that was Jalen Hurts, but the most of it was Miles Sanders and our offensive line. So now it begs the question, Howie Roseman, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Are you going to pay this man? And I think if you pay him in the middle of the season, it's not like a pay cut, but you don't have to see the outcome of him getting 1,000 yards, him probably going to the Pro Bowl, and all these kind of things, and that's more accolades that you're going to have to pay him for. Howie Roseman is not the type of a GM that pays running backs, especially when you look at how they feel about Kenneth Gainwell now. I thought Kenneth Gainwell was going to get way more snaps than he has been, but Miles Sanders has been showing improving. He has been showing improving. He has been telling the league, he has been telling the Eagles organization, don't play with me. This man has not fumbled yet, and I don't want jinxing. I don't really want to get into that. But he has not. He's been holding the football, and he's been holding it down. So when you look at Miles Sanders, I wouldn't give him a top running back. I mean, a lot of these running backs ain't getting paid no more. I think after the Todd Gurley's and the Zeke situations, a lot of people look at running backs differently because Todd Gurley got paid, and then you don't even see, he's not even in the league anymore. Think about that. Todd Gurley, the number one running back about 3-4 years ago. Where's he at? Zeke Elliott. I'm not saying Zeke is washed, but he has not produced since he got that contract. He hasn't produced since he got that contract. I'm not saying that's going to happen to Miles Sanders. I think Miles Sanders is having the best year of his career other than his rookie. I thought he balled out his rookie year. But these are conversations that's going to have to happen in that room. Because not only is he going to have to get paid, Jalen Hurts going to have to get paid too. Now, I don't know if Jalen Hurts is the type of guy to do the Tom Brady type thing and just like, yo, listen, I'm going to get my money. If we keep winning, I'm definitely going to get paid no matter what. But also, Jalen Hurts doesn't have a supermodel wife that gets paid more than him. But he also doesn't have a family neither yet. When I say family, I mean kids and wife and all that. But you get what I'm saying. So when you look at the situation, you're going to have to pay Jalen Hurts, especially if he keep playing like this. If Jalen Hurts gets the MVP, we can't do him like Baltimore's doing Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson should have been got paid. I understand people say this and they say that, but that man has been putting that franchise on his back and really doesn't have a lot of receivers and really never did. His best receiver was Hollywood Brown. They choose to use these tight ends. And yes, that's for a lot of the blocking, for a lot of the running that they want to do. That's the style that they want to play. But you also had to have receivers. You see the jump that Jalen Hurts took when he got receivers. And this happens with quarterbacks all over the league. Kyler Murray took a jump when he got Hopkins. And you see him now without Hopkins. And we're going to get into that in the next couple of days. But you see where he's at now, and you see where he was just last year. He was bombs over Baghdad before he got hurt. You need receivers. Jalen Hurts has them, and he finally gets to expose all his talents. He said he couldn't throw the long ball. Go check the stats. Go check the highlights. They said that he couldn't throw receivers open. Go check the stats. Go check the highlights. But a lot of that is because of these receivers are elite. A.J. Brown ain't nothing to mess with. And a lot of people were saying he's washed and they, nah. I know they say it's all Batman's here, but that man is the best wide receiver in this in our room. In the wide receiver room, he's the best. I love Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith's got more developing to do. It's just that AJ just He's just a beast. When he gets that football and he starts running, people don't want to tackle him. And if they do, it's an arm tackle, and he's breaking that. Let me get out of here. So I'm saying that to say this, man. I would try to pay Miles Sanders now, because he can hold out and say, I'm gonna test what other teams going to do, or whatever the case may be. So lock him down now, Howie Roseman. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all already know, man. Stay Philly, stay fresh, y'all. Yo, that.